Lev was being annoying. It was nothing new, but today it was getting on Yaku's nerves more than usual. Maybe it was because Yaku got a B on his calculus test, or because the vending machine ripped him off after some kid took his lunchbox, maybe even because he couldn't dig up one ball at the beginning of practice. But he was so much more irritable than usual. And Lev getting distracted and shaking out his hands manically was of no fucking help. His boyfriend couldn't even pay attention long enough to get into the fucking position to receive. He was bouncing on the balls of his feet and looking around the room, his eyes lingering on the teammates' shoes that made squeaks with the gym floor. And everyone was starting to see how pissed off Yaku was getting. Kenma kept watching them. They studied Lev, hoping to figure out what was wrong before Yaku pushed his boyfriend over the edge. They could just ask, but them and Lev weren't friends like that, so they tugged on Kiru's shirt, begging for help. What is it? SHH. Ha. Kiru quieted down, giving Kenma inquisitorial look. Do you see Lev? Ha. Kiru looked over to Lev and Yaku. Yaku had hammered the ball down harder than he should have, and Lev barely caught it. It bounced back to Yaku and went a little too far. Lev stood up, rubbing his forearms and squeezing his eyes shut. Oh shit. Is he okay? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't wanna ask. Want me to pull him over? I don't know. Kenma muttered, watching them again. Lev was getting more and more worked up. He responded slower every time until he just didn't go for the ball. Shit, wait. Kenma went over to their bag, pulling out earbuds and noise-cancelling headphones. It took them way too long to understand, but in the very least they knew music helped Lev calm down. Then they heard Yaku. What has gotten into you? Go for the ball. Yaku, you shouldn't. Yama, I wouldn't. Yaku whipped his head around to look at Anaoka and Shibayama. He won't go for the fucking ball. You need to fucking learn how to receive, Lev. And a crash sounded behind him. Lev. Shibayama ran past Yaku and Yaku followed it, turning around. Lev was on the floor with his hands over his ears, folding in on himself. Kenma was carefully moving the Russian's hands, trying to slit the earbuds on him, but he wouldn't budge. He just swatted Kenma's hands away, pushing his hands into the sides of his skull, moving away from everyone. Yaku just stood there, shell-shocked. What had just happened? What the hell? Shut. Kenma quickly snapped, making everyone in the gym go quiet. They waved Yaku over, whispering to him. Do you have anything that could help him? Like. What feeling does he like? Fluff. Yaku answered it immediately, his eyes stuck to Lev, who was just rocking. His face going red and his wrists turning white. He needed to figure something out. Kenma sighed. Of course he does. Do you have anything? He probably does in his bag. Kenma nodded and pushed Yaku towards the collection of bags in the gym. Yaku pulled out a rainbow fidget slug. Lev loved those things. He grabbed the bag and slung it over his back, walking over to Lev again. He stayed a good distance and he pushed the slug along with Kenma's headphones and earbuds under Lev's knees into his line of sight. Lev stared at them, bringing his hands down and taking out his phone, trying to plug the headphones in. He fiddled with it, his hands getting shakier. He could get it and it was causing him obvious distress as he tried desperately to steady his hand. Yaku scooted over carefully, taking the phone without touching Lev. He plugged the headphones in and turned on Klish. Some random Russian song Lev loved. Lev took a deep breath, putting the noise-cancelling headphones over the earbuds. He picked up the rainbow slug and wiggled it around. He was calming down a bit. Kenma pulled Yaku back by the shoulders a bit, directing him away from his boyfriend. That made it better clearly. Lev slumped on the floor, focusing on the slug. Oh. What? He didn't. Nothing. He didn't what? Want you around. Yeah, you were being an ass. I wasn't. You were, Yaku. He was clearly overwhelmed. Well, I didn't fucking notice. I mean, that's not my job. Yelling at him wouldn't have been okay either way. Kiru crossed his arms, looking back at Lev. I always yell at him. You never do it with that much anger though. Yay, the way you said it scared my balls blue. Kiro. I love you but not the time. And not a good joke. Sorry. Did I really sound that angry? Yes you did. Oh. Sorry to interrupt but. What do we do? Stop practice. As captain. Let's just get Lev out of the gym and then we can continue. I got it. Can I? Like come. I mean yay. He's your boyfriend. But if he asks me to kick you out you're out. Yay I get that. Kenma tapped Lev's shoulder and held a hand out. Lev took it and let Kenma lead him out of the gym. Yaku followed close behind just watching. He couldn't believe he fucked up that badly. He didn't mean to. He was just upset. Lev sat down on the pavement outside. Kenma went back in but Yaku stayed. He stood around 5 feet from Lev like a guard dog. After a while Yaku heard some shuffling. Lev was taking off the headphones and he left in Lia earbud in. You okay? Lev looked a little alarmed at the noise. Yay. I am. Lev whispered a little bit. Yaku had never seen him so quiet. It was weird. Lev continued to mess with the slug bitting on the earbud cords. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I'm sorry if I overwhelmed you or caused the overload. I've been having a bad day. And I know that doesn't excuse it but it does explain it. So I apologize. Lev smiled and nodded. Thank you. You didn't cause it though. I feel no better. Lev laughed. He was okay. Yaku just stood there awkwardly not sure what to do now. Can I hug you? I think so. Lev beamed. Yaku never asked for physical affection. Lev always had to initiate it and in most instances he was too scared to. Yaku sat next to Lev and wrapped his arms around him. Lev returned the action squeezing a little too tight. But it was okay. Wanna listen to music? Yay I do. Yaku leaned his head on Lev putting the other earbud in. Can you sing this song? Ha. Oh yay I can. I can translate it too. Cool. It's the same thing over and over really. But I love the beat and stuff. What's it about? It's like wanting to be cliche but fucking up. Russian translation can be weird. Why? Yaku continued to indulge Lev's interests. He was relaxing more and more as he continued to get excited. Being asked about what he loves. Russian doesn't have words like the and it. Interesting. How do you say I love you in Russian? Lev went a little red and grinned dumbly, reciting it perfectly. Я люблю тебя. That's romantic. Yaku blushed as well looking away. Thank you. Can I kiss you? Yaku hid his face in his jacket. Yes please. Lev leaned in to give the boy a tiny kiss on his head. Want Bobert? Yaku's plush completely faded. Bobert. Yay it's his name. Lev held up the rainbow slug. You're an idiot. Lev brought his hands to his lap just nodding. I know. Yaku regretted it immediately. You know that's a reason I like you right? Lev's ears wiggled and he smiled. No I didn't. Well why else would I like you? Thought it was a power trip thing. Lev muttered looking back up. What? I mean yay. But not about you. I'm stopping myself. Wait what? Yaku. Was that dirty? Maybe. Yaku that's inappropriate. Yay of course. We're not doing that till we're older. So you're planning to stay with me? Lev beamed once again, his hands shaking and leg twitching. Of course Dumbus. Also are you okay? Yaku looked at his hands. Lev did that before he collapsed. Ha. Yay. I'm just so excited. You're amazing Yaku. You're better. Kiss me please. Too fast. But. Yaku smooched Lev's cheek as compromise. Screeching. Kiru peeked out from the gym. Taken aback, Yaku was a deep red and Lev was stimming to a point where he had to stand up so he could move around more. It was cute. Yaku watched Lev freak. Jumping around shaking his hands out with small squeaks. Yaku didn't understand neurodivergency. But he would try. Especially for Lev.